in chapter 15. I'm going to deal with verses 3, 4, and 5. In the first two verses in this chapter, the Ashwattham tree was used as symbolism to explain to us how our gunas and the actions that ensue them anchor us through the root system of this Ashwattham tree to the ground firmly. And whatever nutrients we take from this ground, from earth, goes back again to grow the branches and the leaves more. And the leaves are like the Vedas, they help you extract this knowledge basically through sunlight, convert that into energy, which makes the root system stronger and more firmly attaches the tree to the ground. So it's a vicious cycle where the gunas and our actions keep us in that cycle while we grow our family bigger and bigger, our belongings, I should say, more and more. Beautiful tree Ashwattham tree is. So that's what we tend to do. Instead of just being born, our purpose is to, or our goal is to go back to our Creator. Oh, we can't do that easily because now we have grown our belongings. Too many branches, lots of leaves, firmer and firmer root. So is there a way to now somehow just let this thing evaporate? The only way it seems to be a drastic action, and that's what Krishna says you must do. He says, take a symbolic, take a mighty axe and sever everything. Bring that tree down with that mighty axe. That's what he says. Quite drastic indeed. But let's see. So we need to know every piece that I need to get rid of. The symbolism is these roots are attaching us to the earth. Attachments are the one we are trying to sever. Attachment to food and drink. So we know that it leads to ill health. It doesn't mean that denounce food, then we will emaciate. That's not what is suggested. Detachment to it. Not overindulging, basically. Some sages can actually breathe air and survive. Love of friendship, let's say, what does it lead to? Hell, heartbreak. Something happens and the friendship breaks. Heartbreak. Heartache. Material things, attachment to material things, anxiety, sort of insecurity. What if I lose them? What if somebody steals my car, or just take the catalytic converter. And what about my jewels? What about this house? It's insecurity. Every one of the material attachment just increases that. Attachment to ego leads to arrogance. Recent times, attachment to social media, that leads to loneliness. Attachment to any type of entertainment leads to sort of loneliness. You become a recluse. Attachment to work, your job, your profession, leads to neglect of your family, leads to stress, so on and so forth. I can actually go on and on and on about what attachment leads to what bad thing. So one might say, let's say attachment to religion, that leads to fanaticism and terrorism. The next thing came to my mind is, how about attachment to God? That itself can also make you inactive. Detachment is what is necessary. Faith in God. In verse 5, what is suggested is love of God. Just like a man and a woman or any two individuals can fall in love with each other, we can fall in love with God. God does not have a specific gender. That's our construct. God is a human construct, conjecture, that has been proven to work perfectly for us to sort of have peace of mind and a structured life, and for those who have a little bit more understanding of this conjecture known as God, there are bigger possibilities which are such as enlightenment. So that's the gist of 3, 4 and 5. 3 and 4 say, detach yourself by using this mighty axe and bringing down that aswatam. And in 5 it says the method of doing that is through love of God. That is my understanding of this chapter so far.